Are you ready for a good chat? Go on and tune in to the Go On Men podcast. It's your place to go with your host, David GSA Wrestling, and co-host, Ryan Iconic Shadows.
And we're back with the Go On Then podcast. I am your host, David GSA Wrestling.
And I'm your host, Ryan Iconic Shadows.
And it's nice to have Ryan back on the podcast. He had a week off. I feel like we did the right thing though, because if there'd been like four of us, it would have been confusing. Like with three of us, you get a bit of a crossover, but like if there'd been four of us, we would have fucking properly like do a mad mission trying to pull it off.
I don't think it's too bad. If we ever have more people on, we'll just have to take it in turns and stuff. And
yeah, we tried to.
Questions and...
We tried to. I feel like it came out well. Like I feel like it went well, and obviously Ryan's going to do the same. He's got two of his friends coming on doing a podcast at some point, and Ryan will host that, and I'll take the week off, so that should be good. Get a nice siesta. By the way, we'll just shout out, we've hit 51 downloads on RSS, by the way.
Oh, nice.
And we've had 4 subscribers on RSS. That's an average of 8 in the last 8. We've done about 8 shows, and that's six views per episode at the minute, roughly. And we've had 10 started on Spotify with 2 listeners and 1 streamer, fully all the way through with 1 follower. So Spotify's not doing as well, but the RSS is smashing out. And obviously YouTube, we don't count YouTube, because like we try to get. If the RSS bangs, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? The RSS is the big one, because then we can start looking at sponsorship and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right. So obviously we're doing Halloween. Because we was going to do a separate podcast, but me and Ryan's trying to nail like 2 out at the minute. So, because obviously we're trying to get a couple of back-to-back so that we can take Christmas off and New Year, so we can have a break. Because I'm getting... By the way, have you seen what's coming out at Christmas? I shouldn't really do this, but... Have you not seen... Well, it won't be coming out for Christmas. I think it's coming out in the next couple of weeks. XIX fucking vodka.
No, I don't really drink, so I've not really...
No, Sideman vodka. Sideman's doing their own vodka. Mate, no. I'm on that for Christmas. Fucking damn right. I'm getting 2 bottles of that and getting fucking shit-faced. I'm getting pissed at Christmas and New Year on vodka. Le vodka. Right, so we'll do scary stories. Have you got any scary stories where we're doing Halloween?
Well, it isn't scary. It just depends on how much you believe in ghosts. When I was really young, when I lived in a pub, my uncle was like checking to see if I was gone to sleep. He was fairly young at the time as well. And apparently, I can't vouch for this because I think I was asleep, but he was walking through the hallway near to the room I was sleeping, and he just saw like a figure just standing there. And I was like, when I actually found out when I was older, I was like, what?
I've got one that actually happened to me, and it scared the living shit out of me. I went to my family. I've done medium sessions, where you go and talk to like psychics.
Right.
And I went to this medium session with this older woman, like in a church of all places, in a fucking church. And like obviously we were doing our thing, and she goes, you can sense them round you. And I was like, yeah, I can. You know what I mean? Like I can, because like I can feel, when there's someone stood at the side of me or something, like I feel it. And there's a little bit of me that's like a bit psychic, where you can see into the future and shit. Anyway, so obviously, fucking, I do this thing and I'm chatting to her, and she tells me stuff that I didn't even know. Like, apparently I had a brother that I didn't even know about, and then I asked my mum and it was true. So I was a bit more interested at that point. And then I went home and I was fine, and I was talking, and I got like they played it, on a tape. Okay, I'm gonna have to explain what a tape is now, Hannah. That's where you put it in a tape player and then play it. Just show me age. Anyway, so we put it was on like, a video, like a tape, cassette tape. And obviously I was letting my nan listen to it. And then I was with my partner at the time, Helen, who Ryan knows. And we was in bed. And like Ryan can confirm this for Helen if he really wants to. We was in bed. But I can't deal with people touching me in my sleep. If a woman puts my arm on me, it works straight up because I can't deal with body heat, touching me. And I felt like a burning sensation on my fucking leg. Like someone was putting a cig out on my leg. But like I just thought, oh, it's Mrs. Put a leg over me or something. She's like, will you move your fuck? I like turned around and went, will you move your ass? And she went, I'm nowhere near you. And she's like, I turned over and she was literally on the other side of the bed, like fully with her back against me. And I was like, what the fuck? And I could feel this still burning. Anyway, at this point, I'm going downstairs to my dad's. I was like, you're not leaving me on my own after saying that to me. So me and Helen go back down to my nan's that we just left about 20 minutes ago. And I'm telling my nan about the story, and Helen's talking to my nan. And then next minute, it was like I'd been possessed. I felt like a stroke come over me. Like, you know, my left arm, my left leg, and my face felt like it was drooping. Like, there was weight on it. And and then I got a weird. Have you ever? I don't know if people might not know. You know when you have a sick, obviously that's got a sensation, like a certain smell. But if you have a pipe, it's like a stronger smell. Old-fashioned pipe. I'm not on about like the modern like the vapes, because everybody has a fucking vape nowadays. I mean like the old tobacco pipes. Do you know what they smell like, right?
No, not particularly.
The only reason I've got reference is I played dominoes when I was a kid in pubs, and there was one place where we went. It was called like Our Ladies, and this motherfucker sat with a pipe every time we was playing. Like every time we was playing fucking dominoes, he was like the leader, and he always smoked a pipe. I'm like, bro, will you fuck off with your pipe? Because all you could smell. Anyway, so I got this like sensation about a pipe in my face, and like then it just lifted, and I couldn't smell the smoke. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And then I turned round to me fiance and I'm like, Ellen. She goes, yeah, what's up, Dave? And I'm like, did your granddad die of a stroke and you smoke a fucking old-fashioned pipe? Like, randomly out of the blue. And she goes, yeah, why? I was like, that's a bit fucking scary. So her granddad had come and took over me to let Helen know he was there. It was fucking creepy as shit. Just for anybody who wants to have a nightmare over Christmas. There you go.
Oh, God.
Yeah, was that funny? It's funny now looking back at it, but like I did a medium session. I did one with me now a couple of weeks ago, and I was shit scared of doing it because last time I got took over, and I was like, I don't want it again because I can, you know what I mean? I was like, nope, but it didn't happen this time, so it was all good. And have you had like weird shit happen in your house?
I've had noise and stuff, but that's about it, really.
The weirdest one, I've had like 3 things that's happened. I had an old TV in the bedroom, like I've replaced it now. I had an old TV and it used to try and turn itself on. Like, there was nobody in the bedroom. I'd gone through the bedroom and it was trying to turn itself on. You know, when the light flashes for turn on. But it never turned on. Right? And I turned it off, turned it back on, and it went back to straight red. Explain that to me. I had another one I was up in Scotland, and the TV turned itself on. And then, obviously, because I'm a guy who, like, thinks it out, I'm like, I must have leant on the remote, you know what I mean? And my dog's biting a paw. I must have leant on the remote, for to turn it on. The fucking remote was on the other side of the room, on a fucking TV stand. And I was like, what the fuck? The TV turned itself off. I was like, alright. And then I was on the phone in the house I live in now. I was on the phone and I was on with my friend and I'm talking to her. And she goes, who's that woman in your house? I'm like, what fucking woman? I'm in the house on my own. She's like, oh, a woman just walked past you with a white dress on. I'm like, you fucking what?
What?
I didn't sleep for 24 hours. Honestly, I thought there was a fucking ghost in my house. Like, there was nobody in my house. I was on my own and there was no, I'm like, I actually showed her there's nobody in my fucking house. And I showed her how close I was. Because, like, the TV stand was right behind me, so there was no way they could walk behind me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was fucking stunned where the TV stand was. In my house, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah, definitely.
Ruby, stop it. She's biting her pissing paws. Have you got any good Halloween events you've been to or parties?
Not really.
I don't feel like it's a big thing over here. Like, Halloween's a thing, but it's not, like, as big as America. Like, America have, like, they go out and fucking, have parties and stuff, and, like, I think the weirdest one I've ever been to is, like, we went for bobbing for apples and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, I wouldn't say, like, it's a massive thing over here. Like, because you don't really see people Halloween trick-or-treating, do you? Over here.
No.
Mate,
we never really get it.
I bought loads of sweets once. Will you stop biting your paw? I bought loads of sweets, like, first time I moved in here. And nobody came. I was like, Bro, I've just got a shit ton of sweets and nobody knocked on my fucking door. So I've never done it since. Right, so you can talk about what you've been watching in the Venom 2, because that's my next bit.
Yeah, I'll probably just say it without saying much spoilers. It's quite an enjoyable film. I personally enjoyed Venom 2 compared to the first one. I don't know, maybe it was just because I already had a feel for it, so I already knew what sort of tone they were going for and stuff. Yeah, if you enjoyed the first one, you'll definitely like the second one. You'll probably see some differences that you may or may not like. I'd stick around if you're going to see it in the cinema, possibly on DVD, Blu-ray as well, because they might have
It's
it
coming
on
out in
there.
November. I looked it up the other day.
There's end credit scenes on there. Definitely watch it. But yeah, overall, I reckon Carnage was okay. It was impressive. I don't know what I'd get it. I'd give it maybe like a 7.5 out of 10.
I've not watched it yet. I'm gonna wait till it comes out on DVD because like it's like the thing is coming out this. Oh, by the way, you know that fucking Shang-Chi, whatever the Ten Rings.
Yeah.
That's apparently coming out to Disney in the next month.
Oh right.
So I was looking anyway. Apparently, it comes out in November onto Disney. So, and apparently Venom comes out in November as well to DVD and Sky.
All right. Cool.
So, what else was there? Another thing you was watching? There's something else you said about watching TV or something. Was there not? Maybe I just misread what you said.
Well, I could always just name the next few movies I'm going to go and see. I'm going to go and see. I think it's like a horror movie. It's called like Last Night in Soho or something.
Yeah.
It looks kind of interesting. I don't know much about it. I saw bits of the trailer. It's going to be one of those type of movies you watch just to watch, really. But it looks quite entertaining. It's a bit of a twist on the sort of horror genre, sort of a thriller sort of thing. I'll probably go and watch the new Marvel film. I think it's going to be one of those type of films where people will enjoy it, but at the same time, there'll be those people because it's slightly different and it's got like
The Internals you're on about, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So like, I think it'll be good because it's gonna be a bit of a fresh air because it'll be a bit different. I don't think the Avengers will really be in it. It'll be like just them in it. I don't think they'll be.
There's a lot of people questioning because the Eternals are coming in now, like why they didn't get involved in like the fucking end game, like sort of thing. Like why they didn't get involved in that.
I think from what I understand, it'll get explained in the movie, but in the trailer they say that I think the Celestials, like the people above them, told them not to.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm wondering if they straight up told them not to, or if one of them did because they just didn't want them to get involved. But hopefully the movie explains it because it's one of those sort of situations where hopefully it makes more sense.
Hopefully. Right, so we've done what you've watched. My rugby trophies. It was surprised. Do you know what it is? I was talking to my nan about them the other day, and I was like, "Oh, I've got trophies from when I played rugby." She went, "Have you heard of it?" Yeah, I have. I've said it. I've still got them this day. So that's why I was looking for them. I did give them a wipe over, obviously, because they've been in a draw for like the last 2-3 years, and I've just and I obviously give them a quick wipe over. But Ryan said them. I've had them nearly 20 years. Fucking hell. Do you know?
Crazy.
The bad thing is like. Obviously, I've got a friend who's really young, and she went, I got these like 20 years ago. She went, "Oh, I was like 1." I was like, "Fucking hell, I'm old." Like, I don't usually feel old. I think she turns 21 this year, or something daft like that. Like, it doesn't. I don't usually feel old till someone goes, "Oh, well, I was like 1 year old when." Oh shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, I played at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. One of the biggest stadiums probably in Wales, and like obviously this is before obviously they built, because if it had been we wouldn't have gone to Millennium Stadium, we would have gone to Wembley, but obviously Wembley wasn't built back then because like you're talking 2002, and Wembley wasn't even a concept I don't think at that point, was it?
No.
So yeah, Wembley closed, and obviously because it's like Magic Weekend, you know, like where they go down for the main rugby. It's quite good. Like, we played at Saints Ground, so I can always say I played at the old Saints Ground, not the new one, before it was, like, demolished. Ruby, stop. I played at the Northwest Counties in Wigan, and I played at the Millennium Stadium as well.
No,
So,
that's pretty good.
like I
That's
can
cool.
say, like I've done so, like that's one of my probably my biggest achievements is doing that kind of stuff. Like the mad thing is, you know, like they let an eagle out. Like it was crazy because obviously we was down there like 2-3 days, and obviously they wanted to get us up pitch, you know, beforehand. It was like the rundown and like how it goes and stuff, and like they brought out this pissing eagle for chase pigeons down, off you know out the balcony, out the ceiling and stuff, and get rid of the eagle, get rid of the pigeons. It's crazy. It was amazing. So we've done trophies. We could talk about the draft because the draft's actually just happened now. Officially has come into action as of I think it's SmackDown Live.
I know it's probably going to be in your notes, but I think the thing we need to lead with is how, to put lack of a better term, how Mardy Charlotte's been recently.
Oh mate, like I watched it and like I didn't think nothing of it, but like obviously she's apparently getting big backs there to eat for it. But like
Yeah, like
I think Charlotte wants out. I think Charlotte wants out. I feel like that's why she's doing it. I feel like Charlotte wants out of WWE.
like people that used to be a friend or slash are a friend say she's not the same person anymore. Apparently, they had to edit out the segment a bit where she handed the belt. She practically threw it on the floor.
Yeah, she did. I've said it. I've said the bit where she threw it. She yeeted it.
Yeah, apparently Sonya Deville wants to knock her the fuck out.
Apparently she, but I feel like she wants out because if you think Rick's left, Andrade's left, and she's with Andrade. I think she's engaged to Andrade. Like she probably wants out, and obviously with what's happening with Rick, they've obviously took the woo off her. They probably asked her to change her last fucking name. I feel like she'd probably want out at that point. You don't know though. You don't know what's going on behind backstage, do you? Anyway, so we'll talk about the draft. So for the first night, round one was Roman Reigns for SmackDown. Wasn't a big surprise. Big E to Raw predicted. Charlotte Flair to SmackDown was a surprise, to be honest, at that aspect. And then Bianca Belair to Raw. That was round one.
Yeah.
Round two was Drew McIntyre to SmackDown, RKO Bro to Raw, New Day to SmackDown, and Edge to Raw. Edge wasn't a surprise. New Day was sort of a surprise because I thought they might put them back
Keep them
together.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RKO Bro wasn't a surprise. Drew McIntyre was. I thought they would leave him on Raw, me, to be honest. He's been doing big things on Raw. Happy Corbin, nobody cares. Went to SmackDown. Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley to Raw. Obviously, they're the tag team champions, aren't they?
Yeah.
Hit Raw. I didn't even knew they was. I didn't care.
Yeah,
Well, like they said, hit Raw. Like I give two shits. I was like, I generally don't care. Keith Lee to Raw. Do you know what the thing is? Keith Lee years, like last couple of years, I would have said is a big fucking swap. I don't care. Like they've done nothing with him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Naomi to SmackDown, didn't really care. Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio to Raw, wasn't asked. Jeff Hardy to SmackDown, and Austin Theory coming up to Raw. Like they've had him. The thing is, they had him on the main roster and then shoved him back on NXT. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't get why the fuck they brought him back up. And then off air, so this is like afterwards. Drew Drops went to Raw. Nia Jax went to Raw. Selena Vega went to Raw. Tozawa to Raw. Otis to Raw. Chad Gable to Raw. Apollo Crews to Raw. Commando Azro, that's that fucking thing, you know. Drake Maverick's gone up to Raw.
Alright.
John Morrison to Raw. Reggie to Raw. R-Truth to Raw. And then T-Bar to Raw. SmackDown offer was Aaliyah, Tony Storm, Drew Gulak, Mace, Mazzaro, and Mustafa Ali. I don't care about Mazzaro, by the way. I'm going to fucking throw it out there. Generally don't care. Like, they brought him up because, like, he's fucking good for when they go to Saudi Arabia. But other than that, he's bollocks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like they don't really do anything with him.
No, he does fuck on, and like, oh well, look at him move when he's at Saudi Arabia. Don't care. Right, so this is. Oh no, so this is night two. Round one was Becky Lynch to Raw. Wasn't a surprise after Charlotte went to SmackDown. Jay and Jimmy Uso to SmackDown, wasn't a surprise. Bobby Lashley to Raw. Sasha Banks to SmackDown wasn't a surprise. Seth Rollins to Raw was a surprise. I thought they might leave him on SmackDown and split up Edge and like Seth and let him go to the championships.
Yeah.
Intercontinental Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura and Ricky Boggs. I'm guessing that's someone who comes out with him to SmackDown. United States Champion Damian Priest to Raw and Sheamus to SmackDown. Round 3 was AJ Styles and Moss to Raw, SmackDown Shayna Baszler, Kevin Owens to Raw, and then Zayla, whatever her name is.
Ling, maybe.
Yeah, to Raw. To
Yeah.
SmackDown, so. Street Profits to Raw, Viking Raiders to SmackDown. Nobody cares about the Viking Raiders because they've been on TV like fucking twice in about 2 years. Finn Balor to Raw and Ricochet to SmackDown. It's like Ricochet, man. They did fuck all Ricochet. Finn's bigger than Ricochet, and Ricochet's been on main roster fucking longer at this point. Killian Cross to Raw. Don't care because I hate his new gimmick. Berto Carrizo and Angel Garza to SmackDown. Alexa Bliss to Raw and SmackDown Cesaro. And then last round was Carmella to Raw. Reggie Holland. I don't know who that is. Reginald Holland or some shit. And Chad Gable Stevenson. Gable Stevenson. I don't know who they are. He went to Raw and then Sami Zayn to SmackDown. And then off TV, Liv Morgan, The Miz, Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, Tegan Knox, Tamina, Maya Ying, Dolph Ziggler, Dana Brooks, Dolph Ziggler. Why have I put Dolph Ziggler twice? I do not know. Robert Roode and Vera and Jackson, all to Raw. Jinder Mahal, Stanker, and Shawnee Blackheart, Natalia to SmackDown. And then free agents was Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, but Brett Lesnar's just been confirmed he's gone to SmackDown. Davies Boy Smith, aka Harrison Smith, Asuka, Bayley, Eva Marie, Lacey Evans, Tyson O'Neill, Shane Thorne, Elias, Lace Drago, and Grand Metalik. I didn't confirm where they'd gone, but 2 of them were injured. And Lince Drago and Grand Metalik have asked for the release. So
I think this should go to like Impact or Lucha Libre or
AEW would be a good one for him. You know AEW? Because you could put him against fucking the other luchas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Potentially.
Oh, I've got a bit of news for you, by the way.
Go on.
I'll just get it up. If you want to go.
All right. Well,
you got any more stuff to?
Yeah. I've got the rock rap.
Yeah.
What did you think of the rap? Have you listened to it?
No, I haven't yet. Is it any good?
Oh, mate, I love it. What's my motherfucking name? Rock out of it. It's amazing. Apparently, it only took him 1 take as well. But nearly. Apparently, it took 1 take.
Which is quite funny that there was a point where he was saying that rapping is a bit silly because he was, that thing with John Cena.
Yeah, and now he's doing a rap. And then obviously you touched this with the Venom. At the end of Venom, obviously we see, spoiler if you haven't seen it, but 99.99% of you has probably seen it on Piss and TikTok. Venom and Spiderman maybe crossover. Far From Home, maybe ending, maybe. We'll just have to wait and see. Did you find the thing you was looking for?
Yeah. So this is a recent thing.
Yeah.
Literally a few hours ago. But this is word for word what RH tweeted at Ring of Honor Wrestling. Throughout the pandemic, our top priority was to keep everyone healthy and safe. And despite not producing any live events over 18 months, so they've been very safe compared to what Dury and AEW and all that have been doing. So they've barely done anything.
Yeah.
We were able to keep everyone fully contracted. We now find ourselves at a time where we need to make changes to our business operations and plan to keep a pivot for Ring of Honor with a new mission and strategy. The year will culminate with a final battle in December, and we will be taking the first quarter of 2022 to work internally to reimagine RH. RH is the most dedicated fans in the industry, and we appreciate their loyalty and patience while we centralize I can't read that word, but basically they're trying to like change stuff in RH. We we anticipate returning to live events in April for the Supercard of Honor with our new fan-focused product and provide a unique experience for wrestling fans. Basically, most of the wrestlers have all gone out of contract.
Have they?
Like pretty much all of them. So any that still had a contract past March of next year will still get paid up to March. So I think they'll try to reach out to some people to stay, 'cause it sounds like they've either been bought out or they're going to like sign certain wrestlers back. But
The thing is, though, they've got to be having a
if-
nightmare. They've got to
Yeah,
be having a
because-
nightmare because Impact, you've got fucking AEW, and you've got WWE. Do you know what I mean? Like, not many people are going to want to work for RE, like, in the nicest possible way. Not many people are going to want to work for them when they could be on TV on Impact, or be on TV on fucking AEW, or be on TV on WWE, and get paid more money.
Because the problem, because the problem is they're only getting paid up to March, which means they're going to want somewhere else. If they, as much as they might like RH, there's going to be other places that are actually running that they might want to sign for instead.
And they'll get more money. Do you know what I mean? And if they go to AEW, you get benefits and shit. So it's a good tie into what I was going to say this to you, right? Say you get a contract from WWE, AEW, and Impact. Which one are you signing?
Honestly, it would probably be like just because it's somewhere different and because they're actually starting to pick up a little bit, maybe like Impact, and then work my way up.
So yeah, I think I would start at AEW. I feel like, because I feel like you'd have to prove yourself on the indies over there, and put hours into working over there. I feel like I'd go to either AEW or Impact, like you said.
Yeah.
And when I'm ready for retiring, then I'll go to WWE so I can go into Hall of Fame. And I think that's the only reason I go to WWE. It is though, because like that's like you would retire in WWE because that's what Johnny Impact's doing, or fucking you know what I mean? John Morrison is doing.
Yeah.
He's retiring in WWE, so he'll go into Hall of Fame for WWE. It's the only reason he's gone in. Right, here's one for you. What do we think about Twitch streaming? Like the difference between men and female, and I put example ASMR.
I think because I think there is male ASMR as well, but it's not quite as.
It's not as popular because women
No.
fucking basically have fucking nothing on. Is the nicest possible way to say it. Women don't wear many clothes when they're doing ASMR.
They seem to get away with a lot more things than what men do.
It's bollocks. It's like OnlyFans as well. I've got that in a separate one, but it's like OnlyFans. You know how women can just sell their body and fucking. It's like we do a podcast and we love doing it, but like if we was females, oh my god, I fancy pampering my fucking self. You know, you get like 2 billion fucking hits because we're women. Do you know what I mean? It's disgusting. Women say they want equal rights, but it's not equal when it comes down to like fucking streaming or doing TikToks or because women will get more hits on TikTok. Like my ex has made an account on TikTok, has more fucking followers, and she's done one fucking video, and it's because she's done some lip fucking thing. And I'm like, bro, it's bollocks. Auto shite.
Yeah. The thing I don't like is when they start doing their like scummy business practices and somehow think they can get away with it.
Yo, it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. And the thing is, like, I don't begrudge anybody making a living on like on anything, but like it's just disgusting. It is. It's another level. This was separate. So we've done Twitch streaming. I just feel like it's fucking biased. I feel like women said they want equal rights, and then you see the fucking difference on like the internet where they're making fucking millions by getting the tits out. Or you know what I mean? It's wrong. Funko Pops. Obviously, me and Ryan, I've got Funko Pops. How many have you got, Ryan?
I'll be honest, I haven't counted them, but I can guess just from looking at them. Let's have a look now. These are just the ones I've got out. I've got like one there. I've got like 3 downstairs. That's at least 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Why
10,
Ryan's trying
11,
to count
12,
these in his head?
13, 14, 15, 16. I've got at least 25.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. I told Ryan weeks ago to count these motherfuckers. Just gonna throw it out there. I've got 29.
I can say
What?
we've got at least, from what I can gather, about the same.
Yeah, we said that about some. I told him. You do know like the thing is I did tell him count them because of this question. Just chucking it out there. Some of
Oh
us,
yeah.
some of us prefer. No. What's your favourite 5? Would you say?
If I had to name five, it's
Well,
probably
5
the
of you.
Spider-Man,
What?
the Spider-Man one I've got, my Supersonic one, my Shadow the Hedgehog one, Sting. I think that's 5.
Yeah. Well, mine is the Ric Flair from 2K19. That's my number 1 because it's one of a kind. You know what I mean? Harley Quinn is my second one because it's like it's not a Funko Pop though. It's a different brand, but I love it.
Yeah.
I've got a Baby Groot and I've got a King Groot. You know, like 2 different ones, but like one's obviously Baby Groot, one's like King Groot. And then I've got David Tennant as the Doctor Who pop figure, and I
Yeah.
love them. That's like my top 5. There is like loads more. I think I've got like Daryl, you know, from fucking Walking Dead and stuff. I've probably got more than 29, but there's 29 in boxes. I've probably got like 30 odd, but I couldn't find the 2, the Daryl and the fucking other one. What's the next question? I'm just deleting shit as I work. Music you chill out to? Is there anything you listen to?
I've been listening to like a lot of different like rock and stuff and a bit of pop.
See, I've been listening
So
to too
like
much K.
Slipknot,
KSI.
a bit of KSI as well, like yourself.
I'm just pulling up my Spotify. Actually. I feel like I've been listening to like Woman Like Me, Nicki Minaj and Little Mix. I've got Little Mix, Boys. Obviously, that's the new Nicki Minaj and Jesse Nelson song.
Yeah.
Don't Play, obviously KSI, Thunder, Imagine Dragons,
Yeah.
Thunderstruck, Believe, Warrior. Do you know what? I didn't think I had that much Imagine Dragons, but I've got quite a fucking few. Fallout Boys, the Phoenix, Seven Nation Army, the White Stripes,
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Mortal, Fallout Boys. You might know that from what's the fucking film?
Big Hero 6.
Yeah, yeah. Paint It Black, the Rolling Stones. Like I listen to some old shit. Give Me Everything. Like I listen to loads of crap, but there's quite a few that I've got. Is there? If you was going to name like 5 songs you used to listen to, or all music you used to listen to, or like artists?
Think of Fallout Boy. Thanks for the memories.
Oh, what song?
Linkin Park. What's the name of the song?
Till the end. One
Yeah,
thing.
in the
I know.
end. Yeah.
I knew what it was as soon as you said it. I knew what the fucking song was. And, like, if you've not got 5, it's fine. But like, I've got 5 right now.
So
That's why I write shit down, because my memory would be fucked.
I've got Busted. Year
Oh.
3000.
Yep. I thought you should have a fly up there, me.
Nickelback. Photograph, just because of all the memes.
Oh, I thought you was going to say Rockstar. Hey, hey, I want to be a rock star. You've got 4. If you're not going to want it, it's fine.
My Chemical Romance.
Oh, he's got more than 5.
I've got quite a few. Like, it's just thinking of them all because I've listened to that much music.
See, and mine was easy enough. Mine was Robbie Williams' Angels, because I still sing that song to this day. Eminem, obviously, who doesn't like Eminem? But like I'm on about like the old school shit. Like, hi, my name is Bewitch. I don't know if you know who Bewitch is. The only reason I know it because of my fucking sister, and like it's drilled into my fucking brain because of my sister.
Yeah.
Say you will, say you won't, say you'll do what I want, say to you, say to me, whatever you like. Say la vie. That one. That was a really bad rendition, that song. If you're out there on TikTok, I apologise, because they're on TikTok. I apologise, Bewitched. That was a fucking horrendous rendition of that song. S Club 7, Reach for the Sky.
Oh, yeah.
And then Liberty X, work just a little bit, hot just a little bit, meet in the middle, yeah. That's a banger of a song. Have you got any old school songs? They were like my top 5 old school songs. Because the next one is top 5 songs you listen to at the minute. Like your top 5, what you said was your top 5.
A lot of that's just all mixed, to be honest.
My top 5 are fucking weird. Like, obviously I've got I Will Go to War. I don't know if you'll know. It's off at Creed 2. You know the fucking I love that song. Like, if I ever walk into a boxing ring, that's the song I'm coming out with. I would go to war, won't let you down. That's the song. Don't Play by KSI.
Yeah.
Hundino, was it? You know, the fucking with the car and the girl.
Houdini.
Yeah, there you go. Holiday, KSI.
Yeah.
And then Blackout Crew. Bounce. Bounce. I want to rave with a Kit Kat. That's my top 5 songs at the minute.
I'm looking at my list now. I've got Blood and Water by Granson. I've got Monster by Skillet. I've got Time of Dying by 3 Days Grace. I've got Kill Shot by Eminem. I've got Sunflower by Post Malone and Soiree. Misery Business by Paramore. Like I say, I've got quite a lot. A lot of my songs sort of into
old school shit. Do you know what I never
like,
thought of till right now? Meatloaf. I would do
Meatloaf.
anything for love, but I won't do that. Oh well. So that's a fucking tune. I should have put that on the old school list. It's horrendous. I didn't right figure that. It's a good song. I think that's it for today. For today's podcast. That's all I had wrote down. Question was, we banged through that quite quick. To be honest, I thought it was going to last a bit longer than that, but I feel like it's been an hour, roughly. We try and stick to an hour, like half an hour to an hour. But, yeah. I feel like that's it. Any questions you want to add, Ryan? To it?
No, I think that's it for this episode. If you've got any questions or any stuff related to Halloween that you want to talk about, just sling us a tweet. What's your Twitter?
GSA Wrestling. I think
mine is Iconic Shadows, and the podcast Twitter is.
Oh, it's the other way around. It's Wrestling GSA.
Yeah.
I knew it was something stupid though.
The podcast Twitter is it
the Go On Then podcast? Go On Then, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can type in the Go In podcast and you'll find it. I typed it in on fucking, the other day.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll sign off. I have been your host, David GSA Wrestling.
And I have been your other host, Ryan Iconic Shadows.
And we hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you to everybody who subbed, followed, and watches the podcast, because that's amazing. Do you know when we hit 51, I was like, get in. Because we've only done like 8 episodes, so for 51, that's like quite a bit, you know what I mean? It's nearly like 10, it's like nearly 10 views. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. Perfect. Okay, it's crazy. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all in a bit.
Did you enjoy our little chat? If so, why not drop a like? And if you want to see more, why not hit the subscribe button?